Hollywood Stargirl is a really good film. When I watched the first Stargirl film, I enjoyed it but didn't necessarily think a sequel was necessary. And then I watched this and realised not only do I think a sequel was a good idea, but I actually prefer this one to the first film. It's not so much that it's a better film, but the topic appeals to me so much more. This was released in 2022. It's directed by Julia Hart, it's written by Jordan Horowitz and Julia Hart, with a cast including Grace VanderWaal, Judy Greer, and various others. And I guess there won't be spoilers in this discussion for what happens in the previous film, aside from the fact that, as the title suggests, she is relocating. That's the only thing that might kind of spoil the other film. Stargirl and her mother have moved to LA, and it's a chance for Stargirl to be opened up to her music career possibilities and dreams. It also looks at the effects of constantly moving around as well and how that affects Stargirl, and it looks at her relationship with her mother as well. It's a solid narrative with a lot to offer. It has really great pacing. As a story, I thought it worked really, really well. The Hollywood aspect, the career, the dreams, all of that really appealed to me. I'm not really into music, but certainly there were a lot of elements there that spoke to me and I rather enjoyed it. Stargirl remains a very likeable protagonist, and the performances across the board were all great. Grace VanderWaal was definitely brilliant here. I think just perfect casting for Stargirl. Great music, of course. And the film is also really nice to look at. We have gorgeous locations, lovely camera work and lighting, some great costumes. Visually, it's great. It sounds great. We have a lot of emotion in this as well. It's not too heavy. Generally, it's quite a light, uplifting film, but there are moments where things are a little bit heavier and a little bit more moving and meaningful. And of course, there are a lot of obstacles that the characters have to overcome. And I thought it was a pretty solid film with a great cast. We have great performances. We have Judd Hirsch in it as well, which I wasn't aware of until I started watching it. So that was nice. I rather enjoyed it. And as I said, I preferred it to the first film. I still don't necessarily think it needs a sequel. You can watch the first film on its own, and if you choose not to watch this, I think you get everything out of the first film. But this one is a different location, a different story, a continuation of Stargirl's story, of course, and I rather enjoyed it. If you've seen the first film and liked it, this is worth watching. If you didn't love the first film, this one still might be worth watching. I feel like the first film is more aimed at a teenage audience, a high school audience, but this one I think has potential to have a wider appeal. And if you're curious, check it out. You don't need to have seen the first film. Obviously, it will help with following Stargirl's story, but you absolutely don't need to have seen it to follow this. And ultimately, I'd say Hollywood Stargirl is a really decent film.